Welcome back everyone, it's Master Leaf here and I've got another Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath commentary for you. Today we've got Freestyler playing as Green Random while KiMOsaBE is going to be playing as the Cyan Nod. Let's begin this game here. We've got KiMOsaBE is going to be in the left of Tournament Rift while Freestyler has got a SCRIN faction. We'll have to wait until he just drops a portal or warp sphere before we can discern which particular SCRIN faction he is. So we'll just wait for that now. There we go, dropping down the portal. So if we just hover over to the illustration here, we can see that it produces SCRIN infantry. So that's how we know that he is indeed SCRIN vanilla. So yeah, he's SCRIN vanilla, and how many engineers will he be training? Okay, he's got 2 engineers, so he's decided to go for 2 engineers against Vanilla Nod. And KiMOsaBE, he's not going to decide to go for the bottom Tiberium spikes. He's, you know, he doesn't want to risk it. Unlike Freestyler, who knows he could probably grab the spike down there, and lucky for him, there's only one militant squad that is heading to the bottom here. Usually the militant squads of players, they like to intercept the engineer, like to send them on a move order to here. Sometimes you can actually snipe down the engineer before they reach the Tiberium spikes, so bear that in mind. 3 militant squads here for KiMOsaBE. Of course, he is playing against random, so he doesn't know that he's up against SCRIN yet, but he will be shortly, and that's completely understandable why he's sending a couple of militant squads here. If he knew that Freestyler was SCRIN vanilla, he probably would not send these militant squads to scout him in the numbers that they're in now. Anyways, KiMOsaBE is going to be going for a bike rush. And is it a bike rush? Yes, it is a bike rush because he is only on 1 harvester. So 3 bikes for KiMOsaBE. Freestyler, he is not aware about this, but you know, he's got a Seeker there for good measure, just in case he does get rushed by attack bikes. And there are 3 attack bikes coming into his base, and yeah, this should be a wake-up call for him now to start training one more Seeker, because or else these bikes will probably overwhelm this one Seeker here that's here now. And there we go, redeploying the drone ship as it took some damage from those bikes, and the Seeker likely going to get destroyed here. 1 more volley, and there we go. 2 of those bikes are on half health. The Seekers can easily one-shot them now. Yeah, and for KiMOsaBE, good micro there. Send them back to base. Likely going to repair them or not. No, he's deciding to go back for the drone ship. That's interesting. Going to take another swipe at the drone ship. It's down to half health. Those MCVs, they take a lot of damage from anti-aircraft units. You really want to protect them at all costs, especially the drone ship, as you cannot rebuild them from your MCV. That's pretty much game if you lose your drone ship at this point here, or any faction's mobile construction vehicle for that matter. If you lose that, then you're effectively out of the game. Anyways, KiMOsaBE, he's got 4 harvesters here, still continuing to pump out bikes from his war factory, while Freestyler, it looks like he's going to do an eco boom. Yeah, I think he's going to go for an eco boom, as that building is building way too slow to be a war factory, so that will be another refinery for Freestyler. And KiMOsaBE, is he expanding? Okay, he did expand to his natural green Tiberium field, so both players are about even, I'd say, in terms of economy and unit production. Although, take that back, KiMOsaBE is on 4 harvesters, while Freestyler is comfortably sitting on 5 harvesters, so 5 harvesters for Freestyler. And as you can see, KiMOsaBE, he's got a small swarm of bikes here. I reckon 1 to 2 more, and they could probably one-shot the Seekers. Yeah, I just finished playing Ladder Wars yesterday, and Bike Rush, he did quite an amazing job at sniping down Seekers with attack bikes. He had like a squadron of 7 to 8 bikes, and they were just kiting these Seekers. My Seekers could not get into the range of those bikes, and I was taking losses while he wasn't, which was frustrating in a way, but it also kind of, you know, it denotes how overpowered these attack bikes are against SCRIN in a large enough force. Yeah, they are a force to be reckoned with, indeed. Anyways, Freestyler, it looks like he's going to completely be cut off from these bikes, and these bikes will be allowed, KiMOsaBE's bikes will be allowed to enter this base here, but if he's not paying attention, there are a couple of disintegrator squads there hiding in the Tiberium, but thanks to my very high level of detail, you cannot discern those disintegrators in the Tiberium field. That's probably a reason why you some of the pro players have the detail set to very low, so they can't see what's going on there. And as you can see, KiMOsaBE going to follow it up. Not KiMOsaBE, Freestyler going to follow up with some Seekers, so he's going to be harassed by some Seekers here. And KiMOsaBE not microing his Harvester, going to lose a Harvester, but will KiMOsaBE destroy this Harvester and exchange losses here? No, 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 that's not good for... Not good at all for KiMOsaBE, losing his bikes and losing a Harvester, but Freestyler expending a lot of Seekers really for one Harvester. Okay, I guess it did pay off in the end, since he did get a Harvester. He did kill a Harvester with enough Seekers intact really. I mean, he's been building Seekers this time. I expect him to go for a tier 3. And start building on that lovely hexapod. Oh, you know you love it. I'd just love to see that hexapod now. Or even Mechapeds. Mechapeds would be a good choice. Can't go for the advanced infantry as SCRIN do not have them. And you know, shock troopers, ravs, they're pretty redundant actually in for SCRIN. They're too slow, way too slow, especially for a map of this size. You don't want to be spamming those units. You want to be spamming the fastest units as possible, or the biggest meat shield. Look how slow these Scorpions are going. KiMOsaBE must have them on a formation move here to not go ahead of their rockets, which are supporting them. And as you can see, he's got an ample-sized force of Scorpions here. But you know, it looks like... Where did, what do you call them, Seekers go? Did they get destroyed? Okay, right, so it does look like the Scorpions are here. He does have a Mechapede, so Freestyler are going to be transitioning into Mechapeds, and there are 2 engineers, simulators to be exact here, that are waiting to capture KiMOsaBE's Tiberium spikes, but I think they're going to get, yeah, going to get crushed here. That's too bad for those simulators. Could not stealth away from that. I'm afraid these 2 riflemen, 2 militant squads spotted them. And Mechapeds for Freestyler, this is an excellent choice, as they do smash Scorpion tanks, quite literally smash Scorpion tanks, and with very minimal losses if you micro them as well as possible. As you can see here, Freestyler not taking a single loss, and KiMOsaBE, he just wasted a lot of units there. Flame tank up here for KiMOsaBE, but I think Freestyler definitely knows about this, as he is going to be chasing it down with a Mechapede, and that Mechapede will be enough to kill the flame tank, and there is a Devour tank there for good measure. Anyone bothering to expand yet to the blue Tiberium field? Okay, right, so it looks like KiMOsaBE, Freestyler is going to be setting up his drone ship at the blue Tiberium field, and oh my goodness, look at this, look at these mecha. The mecha count is off the charts now. He's got like 10 Mechapeds. This, I'm afraid, KiMOsaBE, this is not going to be good for you. You're going to have to do something like Tiberium Vein Detonation, because this is a crap load of Mechapeds. But you know, if Freestyler doesn't micromanage his Mechapeds here and send them in single file, then he could lose a lot of them. But you know, he does have a metric ton of Mechapeds here. And stealth tanks, I know they counter the Mechapeds well, but the Mechapeds, they also counter the stealth tanks reasonably well as well, because the stealth tanks, they've got very minimal armor. And that Harvester, oh. And wow, look at these Mechapeds here. Just going over the tib field like it's no biggie. That's fine. Totally fine, but you know, you are committing a little bit here, Freestyler. If you send your Mechapeds over that Tiberium field at this stage of the game, you could get Vein detonated, and that could be your Mechapeds dead, I'm afraid. And oh, what's this? This is a minefield. It's a minefield, and he gets 2 mechas. He gets 2 mechas, so 2 mechas down. That was a really good placement of the minefield there, and he's going to lose his Harvesters, which are in the blue Tiberium field. But these Mechapeds here, they're going to get sniped down by the stealth tanks, and the stealth tanks, they do have tip core missiles, so the tip core missiles doing a lot of damage to those Mechapeds. And wow, the Mechapeds numbers are diminishing here, severely diminished, as really he's only got 5 Mechapeds left, and really that's not what I'd say a large amount of mechas, considering he's got a lot of stealth tanks remaining. Actually, I don't think he lost any. KiMOsaBE didn't lose much, did he? So wow, the tides have turned just now. KiMOsaBE Looks like he is in a good position with these stealth tanks, but you know, these Mechapedes, they can inflict some serious casualties on those stealth tanks if the stealth tanks decide to engage the Mechapedes, which they probably won't do. And wow, look at these stealth tanks. He's got like so many stealth tanks. How would SCRIN counter these? Shard Seekers for sure would be the best counter, but you know, it looks like Freestyler is out of Tiberium here, going for a Hexapod, while KiMOsaBE going for the Redeemer. Where are those stealth tanks? The stealth tanks are here, and they're going to just demolish these harvesters. These harvesters are going to be so dead now. Nothing really to prevent these stealth tanks from killing these harvesters, and he should take down the portal before to stop the his macro production. Oh, shards done for Freestyler, and those stealth tanks will want to really get out of there immediately. And Photon Cannon up there as well, so that was not good for KiMOsaBE, losing a lot of his stealth tanks there. And that was really good for Freestyler, as he was able to kill those units, which can be a pain in the backside to deal with. Stealth tanks, they can just go around the side, and if they see you're camping there with Seekers, they'll just go to another place and harass there instead. And it's just a never-ending cycle, really, if you micro well. And KiMOsaBE gonna lose another harvester here. Is he Black Hand or what? Because no, he's not. Of course he's not, because how was he able to reveal the stealth harvester? I mean, the Mechabees, they do have some slight stealth detection range, but really, I didn't know it was that much, to be honest. And stealth tank's gonna get destroyed here. Will that Mechapede reveal it? Yes, the Mechapede does reveal it, and that stealth tank gets destroyed, and all 3 Mechapedes remaining for Freestyler. And this game is turning out to be pretty intense. I'm literally at the edge of my chair here. And an engineer inside the Hexapod? Really? That is unorthodox, to say the least. I prefer the Corruptors for the purpose of healing the Hexapod, but you know, the assimilators can do the exact same job for him. KiMOsaBE deciding to expand. There is this Tiberium field here, and that's really the only Tiberium that's remaining on the map. And both sides, they have their epic units, and these Mechapedes gonna get destroyed here. Avatar takes a shot at the Mechapede, but barely manages to kill it. The Mechapede's still alive here, but you know, they're gonna turn around and some free kills for those Avatars. This is good work by Freestyler, sending in the Corruptors to kill this construction yard, and I reckon this construction yard will get destroyed here. He has to watch for this Redeemer, which does look like it's stealth. You can see it's stealth because it's partially opaque on the screen, fading in and out like that. And yes, construction yard goes down, so the expansion possibilities for KiMOsaBE are over now. He has to make these units count, and at this moment, I'd say that Freestyler is definitely winning at the moment, as he has his Hexapod. And wow, KiMOsaBE going for Vertigo Bombers now. So what's he doing? He's got 1 Vertigo. Is he training more Vertigos? I'd say that is going to be another Vertigo coming out, and he does have his Hexapod. Of course, deploying the drone ship there to expand to the green Tiberium. That's good work by not KiMOsaBE, Freestyler. And this Redeemer though just came in and destroyed the the refineries of KiMOsaBE. Not KiMOsaBE, Freestyler. So that's not good at all for Freestyler now, as he really his economy just got obliterated there, losing a lot of harvesters. But really, KiMOsaBE needed that now, and killing the Corruptors. The Corruptors going down for KiMOsaBE. Not KiMOsaBE, Freestyler. I'm messing up a lot here. This game is just so good. And a Veteran Redeemer, yeah, okay, it just destroyed 2 refineries, couple harvesters, and Corruptors, of course, got destroyed by the Vertigo Bombers. He does have 3 Vertigo Bombers. I assume he's going to be getting a full deck of Vertigo Bombers and train 4 of them. Those have just rearmed, so yeah, going to send those Vertigo Bombers out, and they will be a pain for Freestyler, although not so bad because he does have the shard upgrade, because in the shards they just melt any aircraft. Any aircraft in the game just gets melted away by the shards, which I tend to agree is extremely overpowered for an anti-aircraft upgrade. In this Redeemer here, it was stealth, so Freestyler, he can't detect this Redeemer, and this Redeemer could probably take down this Mechapede now, as it is going to detect this Redeemer, and there is 2 stealth tanks here. For KiMOsaBE, did not see those. Things just blend in so well with this high graphics setting. And shards gonna, so many shards, that's so painful for this Redeemer. And the Hexapod is gonna chase down this Redeemer here. But will it be enough? Okay, the Redeemer is gonna go down to less than half health here, and it will start to slow down once it's down to its, I'd say, 25% of its health. And yes, okay, there we go. Redeemer is definitely dead now. But Minefield goes down, gets a couple Seekers. KiMOsaBE losing his Redeemer. Where are the stealth tanks? Okay, KiMOsaBE, he has to make these stealth tanks really count here. Freestyler's economy isn't doing too bad, actually. I mean, he's lost a lot of refineries, but he's not doing too bad for harvesters. So perhaps he overspent on harvesters this game and trained too many of them. But KiMOsaBE, what's he doing? He's got a couple patches of Tiberium there. He's got some Tiberium crystals here. This harvester looks like it's bugging out. It's not even full of Tiberium, so he can't even harvest Tiberium at the moment. And just a second. Okay. Corruptor healing the Hexapod. Does have that assimilator inside of it, which will grant it some healing capabilities if it were to get damaged. And Freestyler, he has to really make this Hexapod count, as KiMOsaBE, he's got his Redeemer back up, a couple avatars, he's got 4 Vertigo bombers, which I assume he's going to be using now to harass Freestyler. Stealth tanks taking out another harvester there. Stealth tanks being really sneaky up here. Where is the tech center? You could come down here and destroy the tech center if he wants to. But that is really the only thing that keeps SCRIN alive in the late game. Those and the Shard Seekers. The Shard Seekers, of course, they need to be Shard Seekers in order to be viable in the late game. And yeah, Hexapod going to come in. Does he have Imp coils? No, he doesn't have Hemp coils, but I'm assuming he's going to be working on EMP buggies right now. And yes, that is precisely what KiMOsaBE is doing, and he fences the tech lab. Be more concerned about Freestyler's tech. Where are the stealth tanks? I would assume they got past there somehow. They didn't get destroyed. Obviously, they didn't get destroyed. Oh, here they're coming into this green Tiberium field, and they will take a swipe at the harvesters. 2 harvesters here for Freestyler, and they are extremely vulnerable. They're petrified of those stealth tanks. They're like, oh, save me, Freestyler, save me. Save me from those stealth tanks. And those stealth tanks, they're just going to be waiting, and then they're going to creep up to those harvesters and just ambush them, annihilate them totally. Hexapod for Freestyler going to come in and rescue these harvesters, and these harvesters here, I reckon one will get destroyed by the stealth tanks, as there is only a lightning spike there. I reckon that KiMOsaBE could destroy that lightning spike, although you don't want your harvesters to go down to really low health, as they give away their position, their stealth. They become unstealthed actually when they lose a lot of their health, so it's easy to kill them. And Minefield goes down. I've seen a lot of Minefields this game, but that one didn't quite measure up to the last Minefields that KiMOsaBE used. And as you can see, stealth tanks here. The Hexapod gets emptied, but it looks like he emptied all of his imp buggies, and that's something that you see a lot actually. It's not uncommon to see players EMP all of their imp buggies. I suppose it's really easy to miss micro there. And yeah, this Hexapod will face off against the Redeemer, get in some repairs from the warp sphere. But you know, it does have that assimilator inside of it, so that could prove to be a turning point at this game, having that assimilator inside the Hexapod, granting it some repairs here. And it does have stealth detection, and it looks like he's going to lose another Redeemer here, so Freestyler killing this Redeemer, killing a lot of EMP buggies. And where are the avatars? Where are the avatars? The avatars are here. Those avatars should definitely be supporting that Redeemer, but you know, just walking those avatars in there, they would be much better if they were equipped with flamethrowers, as they would probably destroy this drone ship and the expansion here. Oh, fully upgraded avatars are just so beast in this game. If you had a flamethrower and stealth them, that would be just so powerful. And once they go heroic, there's nothing that SCRIN can do about it. On the other hand, that is not to be said for Traveler 59, as they have cultists, and cultists, they easily grab these things and prevent you from really making them, really. Disintegrator is going to chase down these disintegrators, and that is not good for these avatars. And photon cannon coming down. Look at the damage on that thing there. That is crazy, taking the avatar down 25% for each clip in this photon cannon's magazine. And as you can see, avatar going to get destroyed. So 2 avatars for KiMOsaBE going to go down. KiMOsaBE losing everything at this moment, as it seems. What's he doing? Is he going to be training another Redeemer? Redeemer. There we go, another Redeemer. And he does have stealth tanks. This one is veteran. And a lot of Vertigos. Wow, this game's been going for some time at the moment. And it appeared as though one player was winning, then another player was winning, and then another player was winning. Both sides constantly giving away their advantage. So I guess that keeps the game entertaining. Enforced errors. KiMOsaBE, what's he doing with his Venoms? Oh, losing his Venoms to the anti-air battery. That is not good. And unless he does something with these Vertigos now, he has to make up for losing those Venoms. And he bombs a Harvester. Got one Vertigo here that I don't think he used his bombs. He could probably bomb the Corruptor, but you know, he wants to get away from this drone ship here, as it is probably going to be building an anti-aircraft battery. But you know, it is in danger of these stealth tanks. It wants to be building a photon cannon, because if he loses this drone ship, he has nothing to rebuild the drone ship, and he will not have a build queue nor a radar, and a radar is definitely what he needs here. And as you can see, the Hexapod coming into the base. That construction yard is under attack, while Freestyler's construction yard is not under attack. Looks like the stealth tanks were recalled to base, probably going to defend off against this push of a Hexapod and Vertigo Bombers. And the Vertigo Bombers, they do kill Seeker. Seeker goes down. Hexapod goes into the minefield, takes a lot of mine damage here. And these stealth tanks getting dangerously close to that Hexapod. He will want to micro those stealth tanks as well as possible, as he is just down to minimal resources here. And it looks like Freestyler did not lose his drone ship. Those stealth tanks will probably want to go back there afterwards and destroy the drone ship, as it will be a victory for Freestyler to destroy that. And as you can see, it's phasing the Hexapod, so the Hexapod that was now phased now. And yeah, that's really the support powers that people despise SCRIN for. Using their phase, and then their stasis shield, and then their reconstruction drones, and then, you know, etc, etc. Wormhole phase Hexapod through a wormhole, you know, etc. Those support powers are what gives SCRIN such a bad reputation. And I've got nothing against that personally, because I find it fun to use those support powers. It's just, it's refreshing to have an RTS game where you rely strictly on one unit, and one unit alone. Hexapod here should definitely get some healing up by Corruptors. Those Corruptors should be healing the Hexapod. Yeah, you snooze, you lose. And yeah, Vertigo Bombers. He still does have 4 of them, 1 of them ranked up, and these stealth tanks causing so much damage, and he's got an elite stealth tank and a veteran stealth tank, and another Harvester going down by the hands of those Vertigo Bombers. And this Hexapod taking cover by the War Factory is getting healing up by some Corruptors here, 1 Corruptor to be exact. And he will want to keep those photon cannons, as the Hexapod will need to recover back to full health, and those Vertigo Bombers are getting refilled at the airfield. That airfield will want to be a top target of Freestyler. If he can somehow flank some units around KiMOsaBE's base and destroy that airfield, that would be... He needs to do that now immediately, because those Vertigo Bombers have got immense DPS. And healing up the Hexapod, back up to full health. Redeemer for KiMOsaBE, it's almost full health as well, so really close at the moment. But KiMOsaBE, he doesn't want to lose anything here. And is there a shard launcher there? No, there isn't a shard AA. What do you call these things? Oh, goodness sake, I play SCRIN all the time, I should know this. Photon cannon, not photon cannon, the anti-air plasma disc launcher, there we go. Just in the back of my mind there, that's all. And as you can see, minefield, another minefield for KiMOsaBE. KiMOsaBE, he is a minefield fanatic. And this Hexpod here, it's got no support really, just a couple photon cannons, but you know, I think those Raider buggies picked a very bad spot to EMP this Hexpod right next to the photon cannons, and the photon cannons do take out those EMP buggies easily, no problem. And I think that Freestyler will be building a warp sphere to heal this Hexapod. Oh wow, this game is so intense. I'm surprised it's got not any more webs than this. And this Hexapod here, it's going to get bombed again, but you know, I reckon he could have destroyed the warp sphere, because that warp sphere is going to be producing corruptors, and corruptors with the warp sphere repaired, they do stack up, and it does have that assimilator in there. So the Hexapod being healed at maximum possible healing efficiency, if that made any sense. Stealth tanks for KiMOsaBE going to flank around the base here. Again, you should probably take out a couple of these key structures of Freestyler. And Freestyler, it looks like he's going to destroy the third Redeemer of KiMOsaBE. KiMOsaBE going to lose yet again another Redeemer, and their Hexapod ranks up. About time. And where are the stealth tanks? The stealth tanks, they need to be doing some damage for KiMOsaBE. And KiMOsaBE losing again another Redeemer. Will he be rebuilding it? No, he's going to go for an Operations Center and EMP buggy. So it looks like he's going to abandon the Redeemer. I think he can go for Redeemer actually, since he has his tier 3 up. Bombing the Corruptor. So that was a good strategic choice there. And as you can see, the stealth tanks have made their way into Freestyler's base, and they will take a pot shot at this the reactor. Oh, the SCRIN buildings, they sound so similar. Well, some of them do anyway. As you can see, the stealth tanks here. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if this stealth tank ranks up to heroic. I will not be surprised by it, as it is destroyed so much units and so many structures now. I reckon if you destroy this harvester, one of those stealth tanks is going to be promoted, and it could be the elite one. Vertigo bombers for KiMOsaBE doing a lot of destroying free seekers there. So he must have splashed those vertigo bombs and destroyed the seeker. Don't destroy this seeker with 2 bombs. Oh, that's a bit of an overkill. And as you can see, these EMP buggies going to come in for the rescue, saving that airfield from being destroyed. And he wants to rally up his EMP buggies. He really needs those EMP buggies to be bombing the Hexapod here. It looks like Freestyler, he's got just 1 seeker there to support this Hexapod. He is streaming seekers to help this Hexapod survive here, and KiMOsaBE, he needs to kill this Hexapod now. Where are the stealth tanks? The stealth tanks, they're somewhere around here. I assume they're going to be back at home trying to kill those. Oh, they're actually here now, taking out a refinery. Is one of them elite? Okay, that one is still elite now, not ranked up to heroic just yet. And as you can see, this Hexapod, it did manage to escape those EMP buggers and destroying a couple harvesters of KiMOsaBE, and KiMOsaBE using again another minefield, but you know, those seekers that are there to detect the minefield and destroy the. And as you can see, he just lost his airfield, but that's no biggie, as he'll just build another one that only costs $1,000 to replace. And wow, look at those buzzers. Too many buzzers. Where are the stealth tanks? He's got stealth tanks around there somewhere. I'm sure he has. He couldn't have lost them. And as you can see, this Redeemer gonna be taking out those seekers one by one, and the Hexapod, I reckon it's going to be incredibly close to becoming alone here, and he needs to build an airfield immediately, as those Vertigo bombers, one of them is extremely low on health. He'll want to rearm those Vertigo bombers, as they will be such a valuable asset for KiMOsaBE. And Freestyler's Hexapod battling out against the Redeemer here. What's happening over here? Oh, this is intense, so intense. Perhaps the most intense game I've ever seen in a little while, at least. And as you can see, this Redeemer, it's gonna get destroyed again, isn't it? No, not quite. There's 3 obelisks here, and that Hexapod, it's an idiot if it decides to go into that base and just try and destroy the Redeemer. And there is 2 Vertigo bombers which do immense damage to epic units. He might want to destroy the shard seekers. Okay, don't screw that. Oh, don't lose your Vertigo bombers, KiMOsaBE. KiMOsaBE, your Vertigo bombers, get them out of there. At least bomb the seekers. Oh, it went elite. Is he going to save it? Oh no, he doesn't save it. That was an elite Vertigo bomber. He just lost. Oh, he's going to be really cringing at that. And his Redeemer, Gonna get some repairs by this war factory. A couple of venoms for KiMOsaBE. KiMOsaBE been using pretty much everything this game. But Freestyler, he's not giving up this time, is he? He's got his economy well established here. And where are the stealth tanks? I'm curious to know where the stealth tanks are. And there is, it looks like this stealth tank was engaged heavily because it is on so little health. And he needs to promote this stealth tank up to heroic somehow. There is a blue Tiberium field here that KiMOsaBE is going to be leeching. Freestyler, he may want to do something about that. Where is his drone ship? Okay, his drone ship is making its way move back to his original base, which because the game went so long, it's now back to its full size, so quite amazing actually. And there's only one Seeker here supporting this hex squad. Freestyler may want to be careful with that, as KiMOsaBE probably going to be reinforcing with a lot of EMP buggies. The Redeemer here. He's just going to sit there idle for a second. Don't need to kill the opponent, does he? No, not at all. Could just chill in this base. And KiMOsaBE here. He's not KiMOsaBE, Freestyler. He's got his hexapod still alive. He's been doing immensely well to keep his epic alive, really, this game. But you know, SCRIN, it's hard for them to lose their epic unit, as they've got so many ways to keep it alive and enhance its, augment its destructive capabilities. And as you can see, KiMOsaBE, he has got a heroic stealth tank here, and a heroic stealth tank, if he micros well, should be able to take out pretty much everything here. You'll want to stay away from those Seekers though, because they are incredibly lethal to stealth tanks. Kiting, as you can see, KiMOsaBE trying to kite with that stealth tank. And let's see the stealth tank here. Will he destroy a Seeker? Easily destroying that Seeker there. I'm surprised that Freestyler doesn't have the shield upgrade. I mean, he is playing as SCRIN. I've just realized this actually. He's playing as vanilla SCRIN, and vanilla SCRIN, they can benefit from the shield upgrade. And another minefield for KiMOsaBE. KiMOsaBE, that must be his favorite support power of all time, without question. And Freestyler, he's got his hexbot here, should really be doing damage with that. But you know, KiMOsaBE, he's just going to leave his epic unit at base at home as well. You know, forget their epic units, just kill them with whatever they have except their epics. That's perfectly fine, like Tiberium was. Bombing a Harvester, but those Vertigo bombers will want to get away from those Seekers, as Seekers, they do kill pretty much everything that Nod have in the late game. Every harassment unit by Nod gets just obliterated by Shard Seekers. Vertigo bombers, stealth tanks, bike, buggy, scorpion, they all get demolished by Seekers. And this stealth tank still going. Looks like it destroyed a Harvester. Could have been a Seeker though. And KiMOsaBE, he and Freestyler got a lot of defense back at his home. And EMPing the Hexapod. The Hexapod gets emped, and will he EMP those Seekers? Yes, EMPing the Seekers. So the Seekers are not here to support this Hexapod. And this Hexapod, it does manage to relieve itself from the EMP buggies, but you know, the one more EMP buggy comes in for the rescue. The rage generator goes off, but I don't think it affected those Seekers there. No, it definitely didn't affect those Seekers. And where is the stealth tank? The stealth tank is, oh, I don't know where it is. The mini map is just, it's complete crap. So I'm just going to keep an eye for the battle markers, see if I can spot it that way. Bombing a lot of the Seekers, by the way. Not the best counter to Seekers, but it's becoming desperate for KiMOsaBE. I think he really wants to kill as much units here as possible, so the Hexapod is going to be left alone so he can use EMP buggies to EMP it. And as you can see, he's probably training EMP buggies at the moment. Yes, there we go. And this stealth tank, I reckon it could go in and kite a couple of these Corruptors. Those Corruptors, that one especially, could get killed by this stealth tank if he realizes that now. And KiMOsaBE, is he going to kill the Hexapod now or what? I mean, there is two stealth tanks, two Corruptors, three Corruptors I should say, for Freestyler, and that is a problem for KiMOsaBE, as those Corruptors killed the Hexapod at an alarming rate. You'll be surprised actually. And he has to watch out for that Disintegrator Squad, but you know, this stealth tank is so boss that it even destroys SCRIN infantry. This Redeemer, he will not want to do that now. He will want to go back to the help, to the his obelisk defense, and not lose his Redeemer basically. And losing more of his Seekers to area of effect damage. That is not good by what do you call it? Freestyler. And this Stealth Tank still going. Will this battle be decided here or what? It's all going to come down to his position, and as you can see, the Hexapod ranks up to elite. He does have an elite Hexapod, but you know, KiMOsaBE, he's got a heroic Corruptor, and I have to admit, this game is one of the most intense games I've ever seen in Kane's Wrath, and that is saying something. I mean, I know there are a lot of really good blockbuster games out there, but this one exceeds my expectations massively. What an amazing game. And this Stealth Tank still going, kiting units. Will he kite this Seeker here? Gonna kite that Seeker, and that Seeker likely gonna follow as it's on pretty much no health. Hexapod deciding to retreat from that. I mean, he's got 5 obelisks there. 5 obelisks guarding 1 choke point. So, you know, Freestyle, obviously he'll want to stay away from that. If he's going to attack, you know, at least come down from this direction here. Losing a Harvester. Yeah, so losing a Harvester there. KiMOsaBE still got his heroic Stealth Tank intact. He could go around and perhaps destroy a couple of these lone structures here, like in the open, these power plants. And wow, is this a flame tank? There's a flame tank here, and this flame tank, will it destroy the drone ship? I don't think it will. I don't think it will. He's going to lift it up, isn't he? He has to lift up his drone ship. Oh, that was close, actually. If he lost that drone ship, that would have been catastrophic for Freestyler, as he will be without a build queue. And okay, hold that thought there. He does have 2 drone ships. 2 drone ships. So I did not know this. He's got 2 drone ships, and he's got quite a lot of infrastructure, really. He's got 3 bases by the looks of things. But KiMOsaBE trying to grab this base away from him. This game is incredibly weird at the moment. You can see the Redeemer there. It could use some repairs. If we put it next to the War Factory, get some repairs from that. Stealth Tank going at the Harvesters. The Harvester going to get destroyed there. There we go. 1 Harvester goes down. This Harvester going to get destroyed as well. So 2 Harvesters destroyed at this expansion. You have to watch those photon cannons. They do a lot of damage to Stealth Tanks. And 1 lone Venom, just patrolling the airs for KiMOsaBE. And KiMOsaBE, he using that Venom strategically to scout ahead, so he can use his Vertigo Bombers to attack places which are undefended. And that's really good work there by KiMOsaBE, destroying 2 Harvesters. So 2 Harvesters down, another 2 Harvesters for Freestyler, and Freestyler, it's what's happening here? We've got his Hexapod now. He's going to get some repairs up by the what do you call it, drones, and he has his minefield yet again. It's to be expected when you play KiMOsaBE. He just loves his minefields. I've said that like the 5th time this game, but that's just how many times he's used it, to be honest. And wow, another Stealth Tank, but you know, and Plasma Missile Battery ain't gonna deter this Stealth Tank from destroying these units here. And not once this game have I seen an Annihilator Tripod. So I'm not sure why that is. Perhaps the Annihilator Tripod would be just not fit for purpose, as there is a lot of Vertigo Bombers out in the air. That really stops him from making tripods, as they one-shot the tripods. Even with the shields, 4 Vertigos do take out tripods. And bombing these Seekers, getting 2 free Seekers there, and all missing the bomb there. KiMOsaBE trying to micro as well as possible. And this Vertigo Bomber here, it looks like it forgot to drop its payload, and this Vertigo Bomber probably going to get destroyed here. Freestyler realizes that there's a Vertigo Bomber there, and it will destroy the Vertigo Bomber. And the Hexapod, thanks to its life form recycling system, gives Freestyler 210 credits for destroying that Vertigo Bomber. And as you can see, KiMOsaBE still harassing away with this Stealth Tank here. Actually, let's just follow this Stealth Tank around. What's it going to go for? Is it going to go for the refinery? Yeah, it's going to go for the refinery. That's good work by KiMOsaBE. And double dropping the photon cannons, that's a lot of damage per second, but the Stealth Tank, I think, can recloak in the nick of time before those photon cannons can shoot at it. And there we go, escaping that. Meanwhile, what's happening here? We've got his Redeemer out. Going to defend off against this elite Hexapod. This Hexapod is becoming incredibly powerful now. It's elite, so it's going to have a lot of armor. So KiMOsaBE will want to be as careful as possible here. He's been on one base the whole time. Okay, he does have his base, another base here, but you know, not very well defended. And Freestyler probably going to send another Harvester there now. Not Harvester, a drone ship, and mine this Tiberium field. This game is still going. What an enormous game. Enormous game. Attacking the reactor. This stealth tank, I swear, if it could rank up more than heroic, it would be a godly stealth tank right now. Or an epic stealth tank. Redeemer gonna be checking out what's happening up here. He doesn't want any refineries to come up for Freestyler, as Freestyler that would probably secure the win for him. But then again, you don't know, because Freestyler's been harvesting 3 Tiberium fields and still not managing to take out KiMOsaBE. And KiMOsaBE here doing extremely well to resist. And KiMOsaBE here, he does have one Tiberium spike. That's the only Tiberium spike on the map. That's really the only thing I have not discussed throughout this entire game, is whoever has the Tiberium spikes. And yes, it looks like Freestyler, he may want to destroy that Tiberium spike if it comes down any closer than this, really. And stealth tank. Oh, destroying more reactors. More reactors being destroyed by KiMOsaBE. KiMOsaBE getting his money worth out of this stealth tank. That's without a doubt. And the flame tank there got destroyed. Looks like Freestyler found the Tiberium spike, and neutral structures, they do give experience in 1.02, so this Hexapod will become incredibly close to becoming heroic. And Vertigo Bombers. Losing his Vertigo Bombers there, that was not good by KiMOsaBE. KiMOsaBE beaconing there like crazy, recognizing that he made an error. But maybe he can rectify his error by keeping this stealth tank alive. Do not lose that stealth tank, KiMOsaBE. KiMOsaBE, your stealth tank, get it out of there. Don't lose the stealth tank. No, your stealth tank. You just lost your stealth tank. Oh, why did you do that? Why the miss micro all of a sudden? That could have cost you the game. Actually, I think that did cost you the game. How are you going to win now? You've got no heroic units. You've lost your Vertigos. You've got one Vertigo left, which is elite. You've got Spectres and an impressive wall of obelisks. It's almost like a free-for-all, where you've got to beat those noob campers. So Freestyler, he's looking to be in a good position now. Where is his Hexapod? Curious to know where that Hexapod is, as it is elite. It's probably going to turn heroic. And this Vertigo Bomber, he's going to want to at least micro that thing there. Missing the Seekers. This is all of a sudden not turning out too well for KiMOsaBE. Blue Tiberium field has been regrowing in this time, but you know, he has 3 photon cannons here to prevent KiMOsaBE from mining that. And this Hexapod do not agree with its decision to come in here it's going to get EMP'd forever, isn't it? Oh no, it destroys all of the EMP buggies. He has to EMP this Hexapod. This Hexapod has to be EMP'd. He at least EMP it with one of these Raider buggies. Oh my goodness, not even EMPing one with a 1 EMP buggy. And oh wow, that was a complete fail by KiMOsaBE. And the Redeemer here has found its way into the base, and there's nothing to stop this Redeemer. This Redeemer is going to come in and it's going to destroy everything. It's going to get a lot of veterancy in the process, and as you can see, these Raider buggies, he's only got 1 Raider buggy. He will want to build up his Raider buggies, and this Hexapod here, if he destroys a stealth tank, that will probably go heroic. Want to micro down that stealth tank there. He needs that Hexapod to go heroic now, and the Redeemer is coming into the base. It's going to destroy everything. All of a sudden, this is turning into a base trade, and will he EMP the Hexapod? The Hexapod gets EMP'd. You want to immediately reinforce these EMP buggies, as this Hexapod is a heroic Hexapod. Heroic Hexapods are brutal, and oh, Seeker's coming in from the side. Did not see this. Seeker's coming in, and oh wow, this is quite an amazing turnaround in the game here. It's a turning point, as KiMOsaBE, he has a Veteran Redeemer coming into this base here. It's going to destroy every structure in the vicinity, and as you can see, this Redeemer coming in, destroying everything. It's going elite. It's probably going to go heroic after it's destroyed the remaining structures. Freestyler should definitely sell the structures here that are here. For example, his reactors and his power plants. He has to sell those now. Prevent the Redeemer from gaining any more experience, and as you can see, the Hexapod, it escapes the danger of this base here, this well fortified base by KiMOsaBE. More EMP buggies going down. You know, if 8 EMP buggies is not going to EMP the Hexa when it's elite, there's no way that one lone buggy is going to EMP a heroic Hexa. I did not know Hexapod could shoot over that bit of terrain. I did not know that. I may abuse that in the future. I may not. And as you can see, this Hexapod here deciding to not be a dumbass and attack this base because it's got like 6 obelisks there. So KiMOsaBE looks like he sold 1 or 2 of them, and that's good. Why is he trying to EMP this Hexapod? Don't EMP the Hexapod. There was nothing there to kill it. Oh wow. He has to do something about this now. Where is the Redeemer? Is the Redeemer out here somewhere? Okay, the Redeemer is here. He does not want to go near to that Hexapod, and it is a stealth Redeemer, so if he gets that Redeemer to heroic, we're going to see an epic battle between a heroic Redeemer and a heroic Hexapod. Oh, the clash of the titans indeed here. Flaming down that power plant, and will he destroy this photon cannon? The photon cannon goes down. He wants to stay the hell away from that thing, really, because that is like the indestructible menace of the game. And KiMOsaBE, he's got a lot of Tiberium here to leech. He's got so much Tiberium, he could probably rebuild his refineries. Does he have a construction yard anywhere? Doesn't look like he has a construction yard, so that should be really the first thing on the agenda at the moment, to get another construction yard. And where is that Redeemer? The Redeemer is here. Oh, is he going to headbutt the MCV? Oh, that would have been epic. That would have been so epic if he headbutted this drone ship. And that is one of the features of the Redeemer. If you walk underneath the drone ship with your Redeemer, that can instantly destroy it. So Freestyler kind of lucky there to avoid the Redeemer destroying that. Would have been quite a hilarious way to promote itself to heroic, actually. Wow, really epic. And this Redeemer looks like it's got no stealth, no repairs inside of it, so it has no way to repair itself. And Freestyler, this is like the 10th time, literally the 10th time this game he's expanded. And oh, this Hexapod here, it's going to come into this base and destroy everything. I know it, I just know it. And this minefield's going to do really F all against this Hexapod. It walked over it, but you know, it can take the damage. It's heroic. It's got a lot of hit points, as you can see. But you know, he's not going to unnecessarily lose the hit points of the Hexapod, taking out the mines there. And this, oh, the Redeemer is heroic. He's got a heroic Redeemer. Heroic Redeemer for KiMOsaBE. This is spectacular. He's got a heroic Redeemer here, and he's barely managing to hang on. Don't let that don't EMP the Hexapod. Oh, the Hexapod gets EMP'd. And will he EMP the Hexapod continuously? Oh, he does not want that Hexapod to repower up. And this Redeemer here, it's going to heal itself back up to full strength, as it is now heroic, and it does get repaired when it's heroic. And oh, that Hexapod comes out of the EMP, and he wants to turn that Hexapod around immediately. And as you can see, this Hexapod here is going too close, too far into the base, and all this is, what the hell's happening here? He's destroying so many EMP buggies with 0 micro. Come on, take out that EMP buggy. And as you can see, the EMP buggy comes out, and this Redeemer, where are the Redeemer? The Redeemer's coming in now, and there is a flame tank here. This is going to turn into a base race, but I think KiMOsaBE is having a lot of trouble here. He needs to take out this Hexapod, or at least disable the Hexapod. And as you can see, Hexapod taking a lot of fire from those Spectres, and those Spectres doing so much damage to this Hexapod, and that airfield should be a top priority of Freestyler, and Freestyler should definitely take out that airfield as those Vertigo bombers are re-healing up. As you can see, the Redeemer is coming into this base, destroying this base here. This Flame Redeemer and Flame Tank going to take out this base, and as you can see, the Hexapod here, he needs to destroy the Hexapod. He's got 1 building left. I think this is his last building. Does he have a building anywhere else? It would be quite amazing if he's got a building anywhere else. And this Redeemer here, And oh, he's got a backup plan. Oh, that's what I knew about him in the end. He had a backup plan, didn't he? He wasn't going to leave this base as his last resort, was he? And the Hexapod survives. The Hexapod survives, taking out that is severe entrenchment of KiMOsaBE. And KiMOsaBE here, his Redeemer is already making its way to the base of Freestyler. And Freestyler, I reckon this is it for Freestyler. Definitely, I would say this is almost a Hall of Fame game. In my honest opinion, I would definitely vote this to be a Hall of Fame, really. And as you can see, spamming the outposts, KiMOsaBE not wanting to lose this now, as this Hexapod is heroic, regaining its health. But this Redeemer here, it has found the remaining structures of Freestyler, and they will probably get all destroyed by this Redeemer, this heroic Redeemer. What an amazing game. What can I say? I have literally fell in love with this game. And as you can see, the remaining structures of Freestyler are going to get destroyed. This is his only reactor. Let's watch this Hexapod get destroyed. Oh, Hexapod goes down. That's the sight of a heroic Hexapod being destroyed. You just love it. And that was an amazing, amazing game. Really amazing. 50 minutes and 41 seconds. That was by far one of the best games I ever saw. And wow, this statistics graph is so hard to read after such a long game. It's hard to recall all the events that happened, but I know for a fact that KiMOsaBE, he hanged on to the game with a lot lower income, and he expended his stealth tank, he lost a lot of vertigos unnecessarily, but you know, his Redeemer, he managed to get that Redeemer into Freestyler's base unopposed in the end, and he destroyed everything. And Freestyler also doing the same, trying to kill KiMOsaBE with his Hexapod. That Hexapod was just so devastating, killing a lot of EMP buggies. That Hexapod was just not going to get emped, was it? Actually, I think it was only once or twice that I ever saw the Hexapod being emped in that game. So what an amazing game. And Freestyler here, his units are not going as up as down as Freestyler's, but you know, Freestyler, he made a lot of tier 1 instead of tier 3. As I was saying, he didn't make any tripods in that game. He mainly relied on Seekers, Shard Seekers. Didn't get the shields upgrade, unfortunately. I reckon that could have maybe helped in certain scenarios, but you know, he did hang on pretty well with that heroic Hexapod in the end. And what an amazing game. 347 units killed by KiMOsaBE with a kill death ratio of 1.52, while Freestyler killing 213 units with a kill death ratio of 0.55. Favorite unit Seeker, that's to be expected, and KiMOsaBE, his favorite unit was a Raider buggy, losing a lot of Raider buggies in that game, but against a heroic unit such as the Hexapod, it's extremely hard to accomplish it being empty in the end. And as you can see, the resources really show in that game, as Freestyler had a considerable advantage, but KiMOsaBE, he hung on there long enough to kill Freestyler. So yeah, what can I say? I think I've basically said everything I want to say about this game. Anyways, thanks very much for watching. I'll definitely love this game, and peace out. This is Master Leaf.